And finally, our last story comes from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's dream project may have hit a roadblock. Reports say a cash crunch may have led to a rethink on the line, which is the centerpiece of Saudi Arabia's multi-billion-dollar mega future city, Neom. According to reports, the plans for the mirror-clad desert metropolis have been scaled down and the city is far from reaching its 2030 target. Is this the end of the line for the Crown Prince's dream project? Our next report provides answers.
In the year 2017, the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced a mega multi-billion-dollar project that would align his biggest dream to the kingdom's new future. Neom, a flagship project that aims to diversify Saudi Arabia's economy away from oil. The mega project is planned to be spread across 26,500 square kilometers on the Red Sea coast in an area larger than Kuwait or Israel. It is being touted as a glass-walled city of the future without roads and cars, powered by clean energy with no carbon emissions. Neom is expected to be split into 10 different regions, from a floating port to a ski resort, from a luxury island for tourists to a gateway for clean industry. Saudi's mega future city aims to have it all and jump right into the future. But the Saudi Crown Prince may have to wait a little longer for his dream project's fruition. The kingdom has been forced to scale back plans for the desert mirror city called The Line, which is the flagship city of the project. The line, which was visioned to stretch 170 kilometers, is expected to reach just 2.5 kilometers by 2030. The government hoped to have 1.5 million residents living in the line by 2030. But reports say the development will now house fewer than 300,000 residents by that time. As a result, at least one contractor is said to have started dismissing some workers it employs. Neom's first phase is set to cost 1.2 trillion riyals or $320 billion. Half of this has to come from the kingdom's sovereign wealth fund. However, the sovereign wealth fund is yet to approve the budget for 2024. According to Bloomberg, the sovereign wealth fund's cash reserves dropped to $15 billion in September last year, the lowest level since 2020. The financial realities of the massive investment have reportedly started to cause concerns at the highest levels of the Saudi government. Already, officials have said that some projects outlined in the program will be delayed past 2030. There have also been reports of Prince Mohammed bin Salman's changing vision for the project, budget overspends, and an ever-changing roster of key staff. MBS's ambitions for the line captured attention of people from across the world since the very day it was announced. He aims to build a city that is longer than the distance between New York and Philadelphia. It would contain only mirrored structures that would be taller than the Empire State Building. But none of this has been among Neom's main successes so far. What it did manage to complete is an $8 billion project of solar and wind farms that will be used to create what they call green hydrogen. Saudi Arabia hopes this would become one of the world's biggest producers of green hydrogen, reducing its reliance on oil sales. Neom's plans also include hosting the Asian Winter Games in 2029 at a mountain resort called Trojena. A luxury tourist island in the Red Sea called Sindala is also due to open this year, but recent reports of plans being scaled down is certainly not a positive sign. For long, critics have called the project untethered from reality. So to shut down criticism and to fulfill his dream of Neom, the Saudi Crown Prince may have to go full throttle.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.